Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's Richard, founder of Short-Term Rental University and Airbnb Superhost. Today's video is critically important to building your real estate empire, and it's the focus on what you need to do to improve your credit score. But before we get started, I really want to encourage you to subscribe to the YouTube channel so that you get notified when new content is live, and also to encourage more hosts and wannabe hosts to come and learn and be educated and become better hosts and build our community. So please go ahead and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. So why am I filming a video on credit scores? And how does that relate to you and your Airbnb business? Well, first off, credit scores are important in everything that you do. If you ever apply for credit, whether it's a small business loan or to buy a house using a mortgage, credit score is the way that anybody who's going to loan you money is going to determine whether you're a good risk or a bad risk. Now, you may get the loan anyway, but if you're a bad risk, that comes at a higher price. That means you're putting money in the loaner's pocket, the bank's pocket, and not in your own pocket. So on a very personal level, you want to have the best credit score possible so that you get the most credit extended to you when you need it. It goes from 0 to 850. 850 is the top. Anything above 750 to 850 is considered very good. 800 to 850 is exceptional, and I generally live my life in the 800 plus range, which has helped me time and time again, not only to get loans, but to do refinancing, to get home equity lines of credit. It has really given me a free pass into growing my business at the right time, at the right rate, and much more profitably. So on this video, I have 4 tips that you should really follow, plus a bonus, like a brand new thing that I've yet to do. It's not even live, but I think it's going to be helpful for many people. So the first thing you need to do is pay all of your bills on time, whether it's credit card or rent or utilities or anything. You have to pay your bills on time, because if you don't pay them on time, it gets reported to the agencies and it can stay on your report for years. It's really hard to undo. So the first thing I want you to do is to pay all of your bills on time. And what I've done personally, it's been super helpful, is I automate everything. I use all of my online banking to make sure that everything gets paid automatically. I can be traveling anywhere in the world. I can be in the middle of a business meeting. I can be filming YouTube. My bills are being paid in full and on time automatically behind the scenes. The second thing is to pay off your debt. It's totally cool to have debt. In fact, that actually increases your credit score. But what's most important is that you're responsible and you're paying off your debt consistently, reliably, month over month. Your credit is going down, which means that you're a good risk for a bank. They can loan you money and they can see in your history when you've borrowed from others that you pay it back on time, and the number of dollars that you owe is consistently going down. The third thing is something that I live and die by. I take it really, really seriously, to the point where it's like a pain in my butt, but I take it seriously. Apply for credit very infrequently. And don't take advantage of some of these things when you're at the checkout counter and you're at the department store and they say, if you apply for the Bloomingdale's credit card, you get 10% off. You might save $70 on that transaction, but it could cost you thousands of dollars in terms of when you go to buy a house at a higher rate. So just think about how much credit you have, whether that special offer is important. If you can pay for it without taking more credit, then just do that. Sometimes we get into this trap of thinking that all this credit is free, because they make it so easy and just sign here and you're at the checkout. But in reality, there's something else happening behind the scenes, which is your credit score. And the more credit cards you have and the more lines of credit that you have, the more credit is available to you, the worse your credit score, because you could, in theory, draw them all down at the exact same time. So even if you have a 0 balance and you have 10 credit cards, but they each have a $5,000 balance, you're being charged as if you had a $50,000 balance in your credit utilization score. You have access to $50,000 without applying for it. But generally speaking, you want to have credit, but not too much. And what that looks like for you is very personal. And if you do have credit, don't go ahead and close the accounts, because what that's actually going to do is make it so that your credit utilization is higher. If you have $100,000 of credit limit and you close $50,000, now all of a sudden you have a $10,000 balance out of $50,000, 20% utilization. If you have $10,000 balance out of $100,000 possible credit, then you only have 10% utilization. So you have to figure this out. The first place to start is by getting your credit score and seeing what your score is and what the agencies suggest that you should do. So one more personal thing. Again, I really take those hard inquiries when I'm applying for mortgages or car loans or anything super seriously, to the point where I'm a pain in the salesperson's butt. I'm like, I'll give you all the details, but you're not allowed to run my credit. You're not running my credit, right? This will not be a credit report. I only allow my credit to be run when I'm ready to actually transact with that broker or that car dealer. Not, I'm generally shopping for a car and every car dealer runs my credit to tell me what I can afford. First I pick the car, then I pick the dealer, then I have a deal, then that one place runs my credit. Not all of them. The fourth thing I want you to focus on is inaccuracies. We're all human, so too are the credit reporting agencies. There can be mistakes, there could be things that are miscategorized, or something could happen to you in real time that you want to dispute. I want you to dispute it. It's worth the pain in the butt, and it is a pain in the butt to dispute it. It takes a long time and you have to put things in writing, but you know what? It's so worthwhile because you're running a business and the amount of credit that you can borrow affects how quickly you can expand, and the rate that you pay on that credit determines your profitability. So the really important that your credit report is accurate. Go ahead and dispute it. I recently had a situation where I closed a credit card. They had some open issues. I'm not sure exactly what it was about a year ago, but it took me about 6 months of disputing it, not only with the credit card company, but also the 3 different reporting agencies to get it cleared. But just to put in perspective, that one late payment knocked my score from the mid 800s to the mid 700s, which is still a great place to be, but it was unfair and it was not accurate, and I finally got it cleared, and literally overnight my credit went up 100 points. So if there's things that are not accurate, clean them up. And don't clean them up when you're applying for a loan. It's too late. It takes us 6 months or longer. Clean them up now. You're a business person. Be proactive. Take action today. Get your free credit report, see what's on there, and start to dispute today. And then start to take some of these steps to improve your credit score so that 6 months from now or 2 years from now when you go to expand, you have a great credit score. And so now on to the bonus that I mentioned before. In researching things that are important for your credit score, I came across a new opportunity that Experian is offering, and it's called their Boost program. There's a pre-sign up now. I'm not compensated in any way. There's no affiliate links, so this doesn't benefit me in the least, but if it benefits you, I want you to know about it. So you can go to the Experian Boost website and you can pre-register. I think it's rolling out like any day now. But basically what that allows you to do is to connect your bank with some of the utilities like your cell phone and other gas and electric utilities that you're probably paying on time, and you start to get credit for it. So the whole premise behind the Experian Boost concept is that you're going to get credit for making on-time payments that you're likely already paying on time, and that will help you increase your credit score. So that's it. Tell me in the comments below, what do you do to keep your credit score? If you feel comfortable, post your credit score. Like I said, mine's in the mid 800s. I feel pretty good about it, but I still try every single day to improve it because for the OBX project and for my Airbnb business, I'm a big owner of properties. I believe in the equity component of it. And the only way I can get the equity component isn't by buying it in cash and paying 100% in cash. I need to finance it. The most critical component in the financing equation is your credit score. People that are going to loan you money are all going to look and rely on that credit score. So take action today to improve it, increase your odds of getting approved, and decrease the costs of that loan. I hope you found this video helpful. Please go ahead and like it and share it. And until next time, happy hosting.